I'm
So,
genuinely
all right, I'm
asking.
gonna just answer this because we get this question all the time. People think we fuck the guest all the time. We have
That's basic.
different women on.
Oh, I thought you said we have.
We do not do that.
We don't fuck the guest.
Damn.
This is a professional podcast. That's the intro, right? Welcome back to Can I Vibe with y'all, where the vibes are immaculate. Every time we come up in here, we had that little icebreaker going. But you know, it is what it is. If it's your first time watching, it's your boy Kaz. You can follow IGCAZ_0. It said we don't do the handles no more, so I'm gonna do it.
And again, it's your boy Chris. You can follow me on IG at Mathis023.
Sir, now you can drop your handles. Go crazy. This your moment to shine.
My name is Carly. You can find me on Instagram at CarlyMarie888.
And I'm Karima. You can find me at Instagram at Karima Davine.
I have a question. What's the 888 for? Is that your angel numbers?
It's some angel numbers, not the same one I have tattooed on my body, but different ones.
We have a lot of girls who like angel numbers and signs and...
That's what that is? The horoscopes?
Those angel numbers.
All right, let's rewind for a second.
No.
Yeah, nah.
She's one of those? Go ahead.
And horoscopes and astrology are not the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So
explain.
we'll start.
Yeah.
Horoscopes are horoscopes. They're fake, and there's a ghostwriter who writes most of them for most magazines and stuff like that. Like, astrology is based on science. I love the way, like, can we get a camera angle on the way they're both looking at me
We're
right
just
now?
listening to you.
But astrology is based on science. There's, scientifically speaking, the planets were in a specific place the moment you were born and at every moment that we're existing. Horoscopes are just for entertainment. That's...
Do you fall into this category? The horoscopes?
Of what? Like, do I have a sign?
Do you believe
No,
in
like,
it?
do you like...
Do you subscribe?
Like, are you judging a man that you meet based off of his sign?
I don't think that to say that. Do you believe those things? Do you believe those things? And do you think that just meeting someone and judging them based off of those things, those are two different questions.
Correct.
But
Correct. And doing shadow work for yourself and evaluating yourself based on some of these things is different than placing judgment on other people because they're a Scorpio or whatever. Because we all know Scorpios are toxic.
So what are you?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh.
Damn. I've heard some shit about y'all.
I bet you have. Let's go around the
What have
table.
you heard?
That they're two-faced?
Deal.
Are you two-faced?
No, but we assimilate really well. So if you know a Gemini, you understand the real person, but you can throw a Gemini into any environment and they're going to assimilate, they're going to thrive. So a lot of people see that as two-faced.
Basically, the only people who can understand you is other Geminis. That's what you're telling me?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
I'm an Aquarius.
Waiting to say that.
Well, I feel like it was my turn.
Okay.
So you don't even know what you are?
No. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Sad story, Chris.
I don't know.
What? But they
Capping right
What?
now. No bitch has ever told you what you are. I doubt it.
I've never met a girl who...
What do you
No
think we are?
female has ever told you what you are. No, we're not going to do that. And just because somebody says that they believe in astrology does not mean that they run around judging every single person off of what their
But they
signs are.
do.
Oh my
They
God,
do.
you act like a this.
You've seen the podcast.
They do.
So, this is... I'm
About-
ride. People believe in astrology because they need something to believe in because it gives them answers to some sort of questions that they're looking for. And then other people turn to more of like the universe. So typically people who believe in astrology and subscribe to that woo-woo are just more spiritual. And they believe, as a lot of us do, that, God isn't a person but an energy.
All right, Kareem, I'm going to turn to you. Name something a man does that he thinks is a turn on but is actually a turn off.
Ooh, that's a good question. I like that.
I would say taking like topics that they know that girls like a lot and like trying to like turn it and spin it into something that's not cool or uneducated or like silly, like
So-
astrology.
I was about to say, give an example.
My girl.
What about you?
For me, it's like always sports related. Like when dudes are like, "Oh, I'm a D1." Baby, you're 30. You're not D1. anything. Your D1 days are over.
This sounds personal. Hold on. I gotta sit back.
But my personal biggest one is golf. Everything about the golf outfit and then that little booty tooch before you get ready.
So basically, golf and sports is your ick. Golf and D1 players are your ick.
Nah, the sports aren't the ick because I have a subconscious thing for athletes, which is what I hate about myself.
Oh, God.
But no, it's when they're still living in it. Like I'm in my 30s. Like it's like at a certain point, like you can't. Your glory days are
Let it go.
like let it go.
That's for all you LA Fitness hoopers. Let it go.
And like if you are in your 30s and you ain't got nothing to talk about but D1 college days,
The days.
How often does this happen to you?
more than I would like to admit.
At least you admit it, though.
Oh, I know what's wrong with me.
The way you make it sound like being with athletes is like kind of toxic for you.
Athletes are toxic.
All athletes.
Most of them, because women like athletes, so they tend to not be loyal.
Because they tend to have a bunch of women.
They have options.
So why do you keep going for athletes?
Because I like shoulders. I just told you.
You know other people have shoulders, right?
They do. So this is the thing. They always present like something else. Like I never meet them playing ball. Like they're always like in a regular job. They got a 9 to 5, whatever. I'm like, oh, this dude's cute. And then he's like, oh, I'm an MMA fighter. I play semi-pro hockey. I play semi-pro ball. I'm like, I hate myself.
I like an athletic build.
Just in this, I don't care about the rest, but like this, you gotta look like you can throw me
So
around.
what if a man treats you great, but he don't got no shoulders?
I mean, if you're not attracted to somebody, you're not attracted to somebody. And I have tried that so many times to sort of like go for the good guy or the guy that was more into me than I was into him, and it never ends well.
This is my first time hearing that shoulders is a criteria that needs to be met.
Yeah, you can have
Add it to the list, Chris.
You can have a little dab
Add it to the
bod,
list.
You know, like
true.
whatever, but shoulders.
Yeah,
A girl wants you to like.
I've heard like arms, legs, abs, maybe a dab bod. I've never heard shoulders.
It's like the little peanut that happens when they got good shoulders. It's like big and then it
I
gets
know, yeah,
the peanut. Like
What is the peanut?
sure you
Go
have
ahead, Cass, play your arms out. Show us the peanut.
a scientific word for it.
I don't know. Is there anatomy for
One
that?
of the steps.
I got the peanut.
No, when it goes big and then gets a little smaller and goes big again, like the shape of a peanut. Girls know what I'm talking about. The ladies will feel me.
They know what the peanut is? If I search Urban Dictionary, the peanut shoulders, they don't know?
We might have to add it to Urban Dictionary. I think we might have just coined the term, but the girls know what I'm talking about.
Once she said it, I got it.
So what's the turn on for you?
Definitely just confidence. Like, I just like a guy that's not arrogance, but confidence. Like,
There is a difference.
yeah, that's just like totally, he knows that he's got it going on, but he's just like, tease me a little, like, give me a little banter,
What's the line between confidence and cocky?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, because it depends on like the individual. It depends on the moment. It depends on when you say your comment. Like it's like a time and place thing. Like if we meet at a bar and you're like, yeah, just going on and on about, I guess, like how awesome your career is and like I do this, I do
About how
that.
you used to play D1?
You're right. Yeah, if you're like, yeah, back in the day, da 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 da. I mean, maybe that. I don't think that I would feel pity for someone in my age range that's still talking about D1 days. I don't think that would be arrogant. That would just be a little sad.
So what if he is doing very well in his career, but he still talks about the D1 days?
I'll listen.
You gonna go watch his LA Fitness runs? Tuesday night, 8 p.m. You there?
Now listen, you
See,
make
no,
it
you're not
sound
good.
like I'm not
You're
a
not good.
supportive girl. That's different.
I didn't say that.
The point that we made was if it's all you still have to talk about
If you've
in
got
your
your
late
jersey
20s,
on
early
the
30s. If you ain't got nothing else to talk about, if you're not contributing anything else to the conversation, if you're always bringing it back to like when you played sports. But to talk about your past is not like living in it. Like, do you guys not notice that? You've never like had a dude in the crew that's just like constantly talking about when they used to play sports. It's like there's a certain guy that doesn't, and it's just everything goes back to it. It's
Do we have
constantly
that?
brought up.
No.
Because usually we're bonding over sports.
Right.
So
maybe
it's
the
never
conversation
really-
goes different.
I'm
Have you ever
trying
had
to
a
think.
friend that almost got signed?
I think with guys, we don't really like talk about it that much with each other because when guys are talking to women, I feel like they're almost trying to like
Show off.
impress you a little bit.
Right.
Like, we not really impressed by that because we would know your story. Like, bro, like, I know what happened to you. You don't got to talk about it. You didn't tear your ACL, bro. You just had shitty grades. Like, whatever it is. But I feel like, say a man meets you for the first time, he's trying to, like, impress you. Maybe he notices you like athletes. And he's like, yeah, you know, like, put the shoulders up. You know, I played D1 ball. I played at Duke. You know, I could have gone to the league. But I tore my shoulder. You know, this one right here, I tore it my senior year right before the draft, you know. Sometimes I got to, like, massage it a little.
You can start to pull it out for me.
Yeah, and then you're like, ooh, the peanut. So you keep listening to
I
him.
like it. We brought this full circle.
But then the bad part is when like you're like drinks in and he's like, yeah, and then my coach, you know, he wouldn't let me in on the third inning. Like, and you know, he gets into it. He's like reminiscing. You're like, yeah, okay.
It hurts, but you do got to get over it at a certain point.
I mean, how much do women care about sports in the first place to really hear about all that?
Most women don't. Some do.
Right.
Some do.
Right.
I love me a woman who's into sports because I'm into sports. So we could bond over that. But I wouldn't talk her ear off about sports.
Did you guys used to play sports?
You going first?
I used to play basketball.
I was going to say, we can play the guessing game.
And you?
Football and baseball.
I would have said football and baseball.
You play baseball? Damn, I've never heard that.
I mean, it's the hat.
Got a baseball hat on.
You know, I can see it. I can envision it.
Is dancing with someone else while in a relationship considered cheating?
What kind of dancing?
However you interpret it.
Nah, that's not. Like, are we dancing to Jamaican music? Or are we
Throwing it back.
dancing to? Oh, yeah, all right.
You gonna answer the question?
If you
I don't know.
dancing, it's like if you dance and I'm not at the party, like, please, I want you to have fun.
All right, so I'm
If
your
you
boyfriend.
Can feel
I go
somebody's
out.
hard dick on your ass while you're dancing. It is cheating. 100%.
You've got a problem if you're getting a dance and your dick's hard. I'm just saying.
Girl, the last time we went
that's
out,
not a problem.
it was reggae night.
I think that might be subjective. I don't think dancing with someone is cheating.
Correct, unless their dick gets hard.
No.
Sometimes you can't control that.
Well, yeah.
So I should take it as a
My dick has definitely gotten hard about dancing.
right?
Yeah,
Look at that. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
That's
They're
never happened to you?
It happened.
I wouldn't know. I'm not in the moment that much. I'm too busy. By the time I'm dancing on people, I'm drunk.
Come on now. You know.
I'm in my own zone.
You know there's been one time you felt it.
Maybe in high school.
High.
Like those earlier days, like 18. But I
I mean,
know.
I will say the last time we went out dancing, you dance with more girls than you do guys.
I danced with a few guys though. I had a little moment.
Oh, you had one? Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
know.
remember that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, don't you know,
So I'm your boyfriend. I'm like, I'm going out, baby.
Oh, if you dance with somebody, it's definitely cheating.
Damn. Oh my God.
You going out, babe? Have fun.
You come to find out that I was catching booty. Did I cheat on you?
Well, is there video footage?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if there's video footage, it's definitely
Yeah.
considered cheat because
If
now I'm embarrassing you in front
You
of
in
people.
4K?
I'm in 4K.
Then just off the base of the principle, like you should have did that in the dark, in the corner, if you loved me. But if you in the middle of the dance floor, lifting up a big booty, and you,
4K.
yeah, in 4K, you're gonna get a stern talking to.
Stern.
Stern.
Too.
What about you? I'm your boyfriend. Like, I'm going out, baby. Your friend sends you a video.
You don't tell me about it, and I got to hear about it from somebody else. It's cheating.
You think a man would tell you, though?
A man? Yes.
Your man.
All men? No. But here's the thing. You said, like, if you're caught in 4K, you've been embarrassed. So if your man's the one to tell you things, like, I think this idea that you're going to be with people and you're never going to flirt ever again, you're never going to dance with somebody in the club when you're out with just your boy, like, that's ridiculous to think that we're never going to flirt once we're in a relationship. And respectfully, like, sometimes it can make it a little bit fun, but it's how are you being respected? So if your man's the one to tell you about it, like, hey, I was at the club, we were dancing with girls, like, whatever, this, that, and the other thing. Shorty somehow got my Instagram handle. Look at the DM she's sending me.
Somehow. That's good. Somehow.
Okay.
If you out with your friends, and even if it's caught on camera, because if it's Instagram days, if it's on the story, you you dancing, you having fun.
Caught on camera, that's
I think that's fine. But if you wilding, like, wow, if I see the video and I'm shocked, and you doing stuff you ain't never did with me, then yeah, we gonna have
He's
to.
sitting on top of it.
Yeah, I'm like
spinning around.
You know, the skin out girls.
What's that?
It's like a Jamaican thing. They like,
yeah, I'm thinking like daggering.
Yeah,
You
like,
daggering, like, nah, that's
like
cheating.
Splitting on you, laying on the floor, and some girls splitting on you and bouncing and doing all of that. Then yeah,
that happened one time.
Oh well, Kaz is having flashbacks.
See?
Wait, while you were dating somebody?
No.
Oh.
I'm a wholesome young man.
If you were dating someone, would you have allowed that young lady to split on you?
Because at that point, listen, I'm on the floor. I'm in a vulnerable position. That camera can hit me quick. I can't do nothing. I'm on the floor. My face lock eyes with the camera. I'm caught. And all you see is whack, whack. I wouldn't do it. But I'm half Hispanic, so like we do certain dances that are not really sexual.
But somewhat
So
intimate.
it's the culture. Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
So if I was doing something like that, but I know when I'm like, you know.
Nah, baby. She
That's a
was
little more
bouncing her
wholesome.
booty on me for the culture.
For the culture. We were just playing. It was nothing crazy.
Spanish side, just my Dominican
We
side.
both Puerto Rican.
You know, we talking about the club scene, the outside scene. Guy walks up to you. What's a go-to drink that would instantly turn you on if he bought it for you? Like a type of drink.
He's not gonna ask me what I want. He's just gonna be like, "I'm getting you a margarita."
No, I'm just saying, like, he gets you a drink.
Okay.
He comes back and it happens to be like the perfect selection. What would it be?
Where are we?
A lounge.
In a lounge.
Mm-hmm. Y'all don't look like the club. Well, you look like the club type, but
If he's smart, wine.
I was gonna say champagne. Yeah, like that's pretty general. It's not, you know, if you come over with some champagne.
You a smart dude.
I wouldn't trust a man. Let's start with that. It's 2023. No man is walking up to me and saying, "Here."
Correct.
that is true.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Correct.
I'm gonna be like, "Oh,
I wouldn't trust a girl neither. What
thank you."
you trying to do to me?
Right. Like, I gotta see that being poured out the bottle from behind the
But
bar.
let's just say hypothetically, you fully trust this man. Wine or champagne?
Oh, wait. I'm at the bar. Change the scenario. I'm at the bar.
Oh, you.
There's a gentleman on the other side.
Oh man.
The bartender, she brings me a glass of champagne and says, "The gentleman over there sent this for you." That would work. I'd talk to that, depending on...
That's a better move.
That was my
Yeah.
next question. Are you walking up to him?
No.
So he still got to walk up to you?
Absolutely.
I'm never sending a bar. I'm never sending a drink across the bar.
Because you're not hot and sexy.
Oh, I'm very hot and sexy. I'm just gonna walk up and do it though.
Oh, okay, well, that's different. That's
Cause
hot
then
and
I gotta
sexy.
send it across, then look at you and be like,
Takes the temperature,
then
yeah.
then walk. I'm just gonna walk up, talk to you. Then if you're worth buying a drink for it, then I'll buy you a drink.
Wait, why would you not go up to him? He bought you the drink. He looks good.
Yeah.
Why would you not go up?
I would, in this scenario, I would acknowledge him. I would say, "Thank you." And if he thinks that he is satisfied enough by my thanks to walk, my whole thing is this: I'm a pretty girl sitting at the bar minding my business. Why would someone get me a drink? Fine, I'm grateful, but I'm not. That's like, come get it. Like, you want to be like, that's what's attractive. What would attract me is him acknowledging that, oh, that's the guy that gave it to me. Thank you. I give him like a thumbs up, whatever, flirty eyes, whatever. He sees that I think that he's, cute too. Mm-hmm. Come over to me. That's what's actually sexy. And, be like, yeah, you liked that drink. I thought that would be, the right year for you. Whatever the hell. Be sexy. Like, I'm going to take my champagne and walk over like, thank you. Like, come on.
Yeah, because if I bought a girl a drink, I wouldn't expect her to come over to me.
Right.
Then we in the same position. Except I just lost $20.
Just come on over.
The bottom line is we still want to be approached.
Yeah.
So the drink was nice, but like honestly, you didn't have to buy the drink. You should have just came over and said, "Hey, can I buy you a drink? What are you drinking?" Because the assumption of what we drink.
That's not gonna be my pickup line though.
What's your
Thank
pickup
God.
line?
I don't really have a pickup line. I will just come up, probably compliment her on something she wearing, her dress, her earrings, her hair, whatever.
Did you just say you ain't got no game?
I said I don't have a pickup line. Obviously, you don't listen. Okay. I'm not going to come up and be like, are you a 10?
Well, we gave you a
Are you from
scenario.
Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
That's just cheesy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to come up. I'm going to start a conversation. If she feeling it, I'm going to continue the conversation. Lead to the drink. If she not feeling it, I'm going to pick up on that and be like,
Yeah.
enjoy your night.
Like an intelligent man, because a lot of men can't pick up social cues.
That's a fact.
What are some social cues y'all give off?
I asked him to buy me a drink.
If you're not feeling it?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, the last time a guy approached me, he came up with his personality. And it was lackluster. And he was annoying me. I was sitting down minding my business, basically. He comes up to me, talking my ear off, whatever. You think I'm cute, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I let him go on for about 5 minutes. And I was just like, oh, yeah, you should buy me a drink. And he said...
He did it, didn't he?
He said, I prefer to lead with my intelligence. Not a good...
You had the ick?
Yeah, he gave me the ick. I said, oh, I prefer guys that like lead with their money.
Did he buy the drink?
No.
He
He
was.
Okay,
walked-
good for
walked away
him.
with his tail between his legs.
I thought it was going to be a bad ending. Good for him.
He was a loser from the jump. Thank goodness he left me alone.
But it was a win-win for both of y'all.
If you're walking up to a woman in a bar and you're trying to engage in conversation, though, like, I engaged him. It wasn't like I was just like,
Yeah.
like, we're talking. Buy me a drink. You see me here with my own stuff. So, what do you bring to the table?
Oh, God. Honestly, I think if I approach a woman and she asks me too early to buy her a drink, it's a turn-off.
That's why I asked him, because I wanted him to leave me alone. I wouldn't, if I actually liked the guy, I wouldn't be like, you should buy me a drink.
But I know some, they do it like way too early. I'm like, damn. First of all, how's your day going? You don't even know my name yet. So
Which leads me to my only question for y'all of the interview. Is like, y'all complain about women that act like that, but y'all gas them all over social media and then get surprised when they act like that in public. So why do men do that? Why do men gas these girls that, and maybe I'm not talking about y'all specifically, but like, why do men do that? Why do they gas these girls on social media, these Instagram models, these girls that just look good and really offer no value, they can't hold a conversation, and then all of a sudden, when you're talking about it, you're like, oh, nobody wants to date a girl like that, nobody wants to marry a girl like that, but y'all made these girls.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Let's talk about it.
I'm going to speak for most men because I know it's not us. I think men only see one thing, the ass and titties and the face and all that, so they gas them up. And then maybe they shoot their shot with these girls in the DMs or in person or whatever, and they realize, like, there's not much more to it. So then they get upset because they had this vision of this baddie that they wanted, and it went completely south. So they're like, fuck these hoes. I'm not buying girls drinks, or I'm not. Basically just like a negative.
What made you think that the girl who leads with her body, the girl who is just trying to get free dinners, free drinks, was gonna bring some value to the table? Like, you're living in this fantasy that she's then all of a sudden gonna show that she's super intelligent and super valuable and she is an asset and not a liability. But all the signs were there that she's a liability.
I don't think a lot of men think like that, though.
Through IG? How can you tell that?
I mean, you can tell a lot
Yeah,
about somebody through. I mean,
can.
it's a superficial
It's a picture.
assumption, and you're only getting like kind of one side of it. But you can place some pretty good judgment through just social media. But even meeting somebody out, like, I can tell in just a few minutes if a girl that I meet is going to add some sort of value as a friend and as, a potential business partner or somebody to connect with on that level, or if they just cute. And not that there's anything wrong with that sometimes. It's just like later when guys act surprised that she's only just cute.
I think a lot of men, like the quote, men think with their dicks. They are literally thinking with their dicks. I know a lot of guys who they talk about wifing up a girl that they don't even know, never even met, but just based off of looks, they're like, oh, she a baddie.
You make this story about them.
Yeah.
based on.
So I think a lot of guys move like that. A lot of guys don't really care about the value, or maybe they'll find out later that she had no value, but they're just so stuck on the looks. And a lot of men want that trophy wife. So they go above and beyond to get this woman and then realize there was nothing more to her than looks.
So a trophy wife is a girl who looks the part. But what about a trophy wife being a girl who is an asset? And
I mean, that's a trophy wife for me.
Right? Like that.
I don't want a liability.
She's like plain as
Oh, I'm out of there. She playing.
But she has everything that you're looking for on the inside.
But she not cute.
How plain?
I was gonna say,
is that your question?
Plain or not cute? Because that's really. She said plain. She didn't say not cute.
Like she's cute, but she doesn't know how to dress. Maybe
she don't match your vibe.
You know, when you guys go out, she might like instead of wearing heels, she might wear like sneakers, or you know. Sometimes you want, depending on what your style is.
That's cool. I'm cool with a girl wearing sneakers. You don't need to wear heels all the time.
No. I mean, like, I'm just using it as an example of like she may not be. Yeah, she may not be like an Instagram girl, close to it at all, in the realm
I
whatsoever.
prefer, as long as I think she's beautiful,
right.
I don't need an Instagram girl. I prefer not to have an Instagram baddie.
Right.
I don't want all that. Just
What's more important, a face or a body?
for me, I'm gonna say the face lasts longer.
Yeah, same.
You can work a bitch out, but you can't change ugly.
Quote that.
I've seen some things. 2023.
You could get surgery.
You can buy a face. Yeah, you can buy a face and a body too. But like if we're talking about natural, you can work a girl out,
Kids
but you
just
can't
come out funky.
Yo, that's the funniest now, right? Like all these girls be making babies. It's like you don't know what your baby's about to look like because you don't know what your girl looks like.
Damn, you got me thinking.
So we are here to do make you think
about it. I would say.
You ever gave a hot guy a chance, not knowing his value yet, and then you regret it? I'm pretty sure you have. Every girl has.
not more than a 90-second chance. I'll give you the chance, but I know in 90 seconds whether
Cap.
all you're gonna do is talk about your D1 days.
All you gotta do is see some shoulders. I think you folded for a good 3 minutes.
There's a distinct change from your 20s to your 30s, I think, for both genders, but especially as women. Women mellow out a lot in their 30s and stop. And I think men do the same shit. You stop worrying about the wrong things and the Instagram baddies and whatever you realize.
I really prefer not to have one. My girl could have like
Why, 'cause you jealous?
No, not at all.
The word from Instagram baddie to like just a little more frumpy. That's what I mean. Like just she can't put herself together in the way that like
That's a deal breaker.
If we could work on it, then yeah.
how you gonna work on the girl that has everything inside? How you gonna make her less frumpy? What
You can
in a
dress
way
her.
but in a way, no.
Are you
I'm
talking
saying,
about like just
as a man, like let's say you find the most perfect girl, like she has all the qualities, she just needs a makeover.
Oh, that's easy.
How do you approach your girlfriend though without
Hire
hurting
her
her
a
feelings?
stylist. Without hurting her feelings. Man, she knows she's
elevating
frumpy.
you. I want you to elevate me too. If you don't like a certain way I'm doing something or a certain way I move.
Yeah, I think if a girl's frumpy, she knows she's frumpy. Like if a man said, I like you, but you dress like a homeless lesbian all the time, let me dress you, I would be like, yes, baby.
Oh my
okay.
That's that easy.
And that goes back to my like original question of like this new generation of girls that's coming up in this like sort of
You don't need a man.
yeah, like emulating themselves after Meg the Stallion, who had a super healthy relationship with Partisan Fontaine for a long time before he supposedly dropped her for the drama or whatever. But like you're taking this hot girl shit advice from a girl who's booed up and at home with her man. She ain't outside. You don't see her all over
But she
everything.
got that man being a hot girl though. Some men can handle that. They're like,
She
"Oh, I
did,
like
but
that."
she's not she's glorifying this life that she ain't actually living.
I mean, I feel like when you're single, and when you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. You know, so it's like when you're single, you should be a hot girl. You should be out here testing the variety, twerking on hoods of roofs of cars or whatever with your friends, whatever makes you happy. As long as it's safe, go for it. But then when you find someone and you like them to be a hot girl, that means you're attractive. That means that people like you. And to find someone that can handle all of that, I'm gonna stick with you.
I mean, handling a big energy is different than you just being outside and being a hoe, and somebody's gonna want to wife that.
I mean, that depends on what we describe, what we're defining as a hot girl.
For sure, absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. Because hot girl, like, are we just talking hot girl energy, or are we talking about the behavior? But again, the behavior, I think, especially with, like, a lot of women in hip hop right now. You know, if you want to talk about the hip hop that we grew up on versus the hip hop that's happening now, it's just a lot of like this hoe shit, which is fine. But again, like, can't get it twisted. Like, can you make a hoe a housewife? The age old question.
Can you make a hoe a housewife?
No, you can't.
I agree.
Smart man.
Someone else can.
I feel like
She
don't
has to
hoes get
choose that.
tired?
No man
Don't
can make her
hoes get
do
tired?
that. She got to
That
want to
part.
do that.
That part.
Yeah.
There's no, he made me want to be like, no, it's what you wanted to do.
I feel like hoeing has an expiration date, and then a lot of people turn to
should.
Yeah, you know,
Well, you still got that baggage.
well, yeah, you know, then you find someone that
Ooh,
can
I
work
could make a
through that
semi-hoe
with you.
housewife.
You know, rewind. There's nothing wrong with being a hoe. If that's the life you want to live,
It's cool.
That's
Do your thing.
no judgment. No judgment. I'm not judging these girls, but you're only gonna find a certain kind of man.
Should people have a whole phase in their 30s?
have a hoe phase in your 20s? Don't date in your 20s. Be a hoe.
Damn.
Have fun.
I feel like, oh, go ahead.
I spent my whole 20s being a good girl, waiting for a husband that never fucking came.
So what you doing now?
Hoeing. Nah, I did that in my late 20s. Now
I was gonna say, have your whole phase when
Everyone
it's
needs
the
a whole
right
phase.
time to have it. Like some people get married in their early 20s, or they be in a relationships as high school sweethearts or whatever. You get already at 30s, it didn't work out or whatever. Then now you deserve a whole phase. 'Cause you don't need to be going from a 10-year relationship, even if you ended it at 40.
You think everyone needs a whole face?
Yeah. And when I was younger, I thought, like, I don't want a man who's a hoe or who has been a hoe. Like, you know, like, I want exclusive dick. And then I got older and I was like, nah, I want my man to have been a hoe. Try all that weird shit that you wanted to try. Learn how to fuck with somebody else. Like, all that. So when you get to me, it's over with. You had your fun. You experimented. You know what you like. You know what you want. You know what you're ready for.
What if that dick dirty?
What do you mean, dick dirty? Like,
Dirty dick.
you don't get.
He
You
had
don't
his
go to
fun.
the doctor.
Everybody
How
had
dirty we
it.
talking?
What are like? Yeah. What is like? You mean like he's got something?
No, just every girl has had it.
Immunity.
Yeah, now you like,
Yeah,
now
that's
you're
like,
like, you got a limit though. You can't have all the. I want you to get experience, but not all of them.
I mean,
Not
I
too
can
much.
fuck with you, but we gotta
Correct.
move.
Or like get your experience like elsewhere. Like don't get your experience in my immediate circle. That's why a lot of people like to move away from the city that they from. Right? Like you just don't want to
He
know
got
about
hoes
it.
in different area codes.
Yeah.
Facts.
I want to hear a good story. So, what's the most fuckboy thing you ever done?
Damn, you just turned straight to me.
Like that? Don't worry, I'm gonna turn to them. Are you want me to go with them
No,
first?
give him the heat.
Hold
So
on.
why-
I didn't expect this question.
Let's hear a good story. So while you think, my question to you ladies is what's the most filthiest dream you've ever sold a man?
All right, I think I got one.
Oh shit. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry, Shawty. I'm so sorry.
I can't ask you what's the sweetest thing you've ever done. That's
It's too much.
yeah.
Oh yeah, God forbid.
It's not good content. But go ahead.
I was dating this girl for 7 months. And everything was great. Great girl. Everything was smooth. Everything was great. And I just kind of lost interest. And I just cut it off. No warning. One day I just cut it off. We were hanging out consistently too. Getting to know each other really well. Come over, she'll cook for me, watch movies, doing the whole nine. And this was during COVID. So I didn't even really have an excuse to be like, oh, I'm focusing on myself or I'm really busy with work or whatever. And I cut her off at a terrible time because this is when everyone's isolated and alone. And looking back, I felt terrible about it.
So did you ghost her or did you cut her off?
Well, I said it in person. We met up and I told her
This
like,
story isn't that bad, sir.
Yeah, I'm like,
it like considering how I did it, looking back,
You feel bad about it.
if I was really, investing in someone, especially during COVID when everyone's stuck at home, and then I just cold turkey one day, cut it off, I'd probably feel pretty shitty about
the
it.
toxic person in me says that you had a spiritual breakdown. and you needed to just take that space?
I mean, I was just outside with the boys.
No, but you just weren't that.
Like, I know what you was doing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could spin it in your head, like, you could sell it, like, yeah.
I think that 1 year mark, when you start to approach that 1 year mark, it's like shit or get off the pot. You start to know if you're like really invested in somebody. So I mean, it just wasn't it for you.
I think that's what it was. It was getting to that point where it's getting more serious. And it was like, I was like, it's either I keep going with this and I live a lie or I cut it off.
He's got that pretty boy face. I know he'd be doing some
Whoa.
fuck boy shit.
No. I don't have no shoulders. So
I got videos.
You had shoulders when you were playing ball?
No. But go ahead.
He said I was still slim.
No, I want to hear Chris first.
No.
What's your question?
What's
It's
the worst
fuck
dream
boy.
you've ever sold to a man?
Question one, what's the biggest fuckboy thing you ever did?
Well, I can't say fuck boy to the girls.
Exactly.
You say fuck girl?
Oh, so it's the,
Does that
what's
make
the
sense?
biggest
Set the
fuck
tone.
girl thing?
Set the
What's the most fuck
So
girl
that's
thing
kind
you...
of different than the question you asked. What's the biggest dream you've sold versus being like a fuck girl? That's two different things.
Okay, so what's the most fuck girl thing you've ever done?
That's a harder question to answer.
You know, there's guys where you like them and things are good on paper and stuff like that, but maybe like the chemistry's not there or whatever. And while we're talking, I might like say like, yeah, we should do this. We should run away to the forest and live in a cabin and love each other. You know, you say that. You know, you say shit like that. You play the role,
say
you know,
shit like
of
that.
girls. I'm a woman.
Oh,
So
you
this
said
is-
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like, oh my God, you know, yeah, we should. Yeah. And then in my head, though, I'm like, yeah.
The dream we sell is that we're interested when we know we're not.
Period. Yeah.
Okay.
That hurts.
But some guys have boats.
You said guys have what?
Some guys have boats. Some guys buy dinner, is what she said.
Like,
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't understand the context.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
You know, when a girl says, oh, I'm just really busy, I need to focus on myself, it means there's another dude and he's winning. And I was like, damn.
I saw Tifa and Dale post
We
that.
do that.
I saw that.
We do that. Focus
Y'all
on
never
yourself,
by
like-
yourselves. We know this.
I'll say this much also.
That's not true.
Another fuck girl thing.
That's not true.
I was telling you about this. So there was a guy that I was dating when we met, and I didn't really want. I met a different guy who was like better, more interesting to me, blah blah blah. And
What's better?
I mean, there's so much context in that, but
Okay.
basically, he was just better.
He was
than the
applying
other guy.
more
He was
pressure.
he was applying more pressure. Thank you. Like he was applying more pressure, and it just like the vibe. There was chemistry, like whatever. And so for the other guy, there was nothing wrong, but I kind of manipulated him into breaking things off with me. Which, I mean, I did like the cardinal sin of someone that you've been dating for a few months or whatever, and you know you haven't really solidified things, but you know you're having a great time. And I was just like, so what are we? Where are we going with this? And I know men don't like that.
Yeah, she toxic. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I hate that question. What are we doing?
Because a woman shouldn't have to ask that question. If a man wants to, he will. And if that man wanted you, he will pull the fuck up and come get you.
I know some
So if
women
you
who
were
ask
to
that question too early though.
Ooh, that's just, then that's just,
Red flag.
yeah, you got some stuff to work on at that
don't
point.
think
But
clarity's a red flag.
Red flag.
If you have to ask that question, shorty, he don't want you. And
Especially
he
if you
will
ask early.
He will pull. If you ask early, that's
Like 2 weeks in.
Damn.
It's happened.
That's early.
What were you doing to that girl for 2 weeks?
Slanging
She
it.
asked that. Exactly. Okay, you can't do that to somebody.
Of course I can.
You can't put
Maybe
someone
that's the
through
most fuckboy
mattress.
shit I'd be doing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You over here putting girls, these girls.
I'm putting
on
down
mattress.
A plus dick on a
It's
2 week
not
show.
the-
Yeah, I ain't
It's
gonna lie.
the
Yours is a
quality of
different
the
story. I didn't see you have a girl fall in love with you in like 30 minutes.
She's
just having a
weak.
conversation. No cap. Like,
She's weak.
I mean, I don't mean to do it.
I don't mean to slang
Just
dick.
a baddie.
Are we gonna have
you got it.
C minus sex?
Absolutely.
Life
not.
is short.
Okay, this is the thing though.
the
Girls,
shoulders,
if I
bro.
can give, it's the shoulders. If I can give you girls any advice, good dick is a dime a dozen. More good dick will come. So just because he gives
That's not
good
true.
dick, it's not like
How you
it's
know?
not. It's not. It's not everywhere, but
Hey,
it's out
yo.
there. Good. When I was younger, I thought
Pause.
good dick
Okay,
meant chemistry. Good dick don't always mean chemistry. Good dick
That is
sometimes
true.
just mean good dick.
Chemistry
That's
is a lot
facts.
harder to come by.
That's facts.
Guys just want to hit, right? They like it's like there's like this curiosity factor. So the question is like, does he still holler at you after he hit the first time? And that's how you're gonna know where the interest really lies, but they will always hit the first time. That don't mean they like you.
I don't always hit the first time.
Fact or cap, just because a dude smashes doesn't mean he likes you.
Fact.
Girls usually like you if they fucking. Dudes will just fuck to fuck sometimes, knowing that they don't like you.
I actually
Depending on the girl.
rarely fuck the first time now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
definitely.
It's probably been like a good 4 years since I was fucking first night.
And that, I mean, that's a good rule of thumb, because if you're actually interested in somebody, you're not supposed to fuck them first. And I mean, yeah, people just be out here fucking people first night. Like, you know, like, talking about dirty dick.
Yeah,
like, you don't.
We live in an area.
Like,
There's a lot of shit out here.
You want to know. You need to know that person a little bit. But I'm not just
Especially
talking about
depending on the environment where you meet that person.
I'm just talking about, and this is the thing. Men will even put in some effort to smash, knowing that they don't want to be with you.
This is true.
Because it's just, they have like men have a spread the seed complex, women have a nesting complex.
Sometimes we got to go through the motions, take you on a date, took you on a boat. Not me, though.
Depends on how bad they want to smash.
So if you smash a guy and he doesn't hit you up, do you feel like the pressure's on you to hit him up?
If I smash a guy and he don't hit me up, then I know that I got played. A dude's going to hit you up. If a guy's actually interested in you, because a man is going to know that you're going to be going through those things in your mind as a woman. So if he's actually interested, he's going to holler at you.
Are we talking about like next day or?
Within 36 hours, it's appropriate to at least say that, like, I had a good time with you last night. It was nice to see you. I would like to see you again, like something. If he's not giving you nothing within 36 hours, you got played.
So why can't you hit him up?
That's very black and white. I don't think that's true. Because a guy can sit back and wait and be like, I'm going to wait until she hit me up.
And this
He already got what he wanted.
This is when y'all start acting real sassy.
But we also
wait. I'm just asking.
I don't know why you can't get me flowers.
There's a lot of women. There's a lot of women who are just trying to hit
hunters,
too.
Facts.
So
absolutely,
we don't want to be like, up your ass and like trying to press you and be like, I had a good time with you. Blah blah blah. Not saying that we can't say it, but you might just want to hit it and quit it too.
So I think, I don't know. Back in the day, they used to call it running a train. But like, do you think that it's like bonding to sleep with the same woman with your friend at the same time or separately?
What y'all
Why
think?
do we always get this? Why do we always get this?
Every time.
Why?
So you should have an answer.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this for the record. I've never seen this man's dick. I don't want to.
Like, never.
I've never seen his dick.
We
I've never
have
seen his
never
dick.
smashed the same girl. We don't do that. We don't.
The act, for me to act, it's one of those things where like in your head, it sounds cool. Like, I'm a straight woman, so it's like, oh, yeah, dick everywhere. Like, I'm being pleased on all the fronts. Like, there's that cool element to it. But in reality, it just seems like a lot of work.
So
a lot of effort.
when you're saying you're watching it, paint the picture for me.
I'm not painting that
How many
picture.
guys? How many girls? Like, what you watching?
Is it just two friends? Is it a whole train?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Whoa, guys.
This
I'm
your
into
vision.
elevated stuff, okay? We don't call it trains.
We call it orgies?
I don't know what they
Group
call it.
sessions?
Is it a train or an orgy? There's a difference.
I know. So I'm not referring to a train, actually. I'm just saying, guys, they might feel more comfortable being like, yeah, we're in a train, because it makes you feel.
I would not feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
If I got invited, I'd be like,
I'm just saying, I'm talking to two people. I'm talking a threesome.
All right, we're talking a threesome.
Yeah, I'm
with
talking
two
a threesome.
guys.
Instead of two women, it's two men.
I would have to do two women, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm asking about, your openness and your
getting acquainted.
Yeah, I'm just getting. This is my question.
Okay.
I feel like we will never look at each other the same.
No.
I mean, you're friends, not cousins, right?
That's even worse.
I'm just checking. I'm
So,
genuinely
all right, I'm
asking.
gonna just answer this because we get this question all the time. People think we fuck the guest all the time. We have
that's basic.
different women on.
Oh, I thought you said we have.
We do not do that.
We don't fuck the guest.
Damn.
This is a professional podcast.
Hey, Juan, put that on a loop, all right?
That's the intro right there. And
So
she had a
what is
kid.
it that attracts you to older women?
That's yeah.
And how?
I wish I knew. To
I
be
never
honest.
asked you that.
It's a two-parter. So you're not 32. I'm not 32 either. I was fucking with you. How old are you actually?
27.
27. So how old
Right.
is
What's
your older
older?
woman?
What's
Yeah.
older?
I said it last 32 to 35.
Oh,
No,
you're
34
so
and up.
disrespectful.
34 and up. 32. I don't even know when's the last time you talked to a
old
32.
women. I'm saying older than me.
Right.
34.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Older than
old.
you.
You said this was 39.
Oh,
All right.
oh, that was close. Oh, that was close.
Damn.
Before they
Yo, we haven't had a
leave the
spill.
show.
We haven't had a spill in like 2 years.
You still didn't have a spill.
Ooh, that was.
That was close. That whole thing was about to go over. Whoo.
All right, I'm.
Conversation got you nervous?
Yeah, it got me sweating. My upper lip is sweating now. Well, the disrespectfulness. The most disrespectful thing is when a dude's like, "Oh, I always wanted a MILF." I'm like, I don't got no kids. That's so rude.
Why is that rude?
Because what does MILF mean?
Mom, I like
He's
to fuck.
attracted to you.
Mom, no, it means
It means that you're a mom. So just assume that because I'm older, I have kids, and then to refer to me that way is just rude. Like,
just thinking
it's
in
not
porn
cute.
categories.
It's not cute. Yeah. It's like,
Even if he looks good.
yeah, even
Okay.
if it looks good. Like, it's not, like, that's not, is that how you're getting these girls? By, like, telling them that they old? No. Correct. So, like,
So, okay,
seasoned.
back to you.
season.
What
I'll
is
take
it?
season.
What?
What is
What
it
is
about
about the
these
older
older
women?
women?
Yeah. I want to hear this.
What is it? I'm not like, no, for real. Listen, I'm not like, ooh, she looks older. That's my type. She just always happens to be older. I'm not going for a
So
specific
that
age.
39-year-old woman that you
She did
met,
not look 39.
You did not know that she was 39. How
No
old
clue.
did she look though? She didn't
She
look
looked,
27.
she looked like 34, 35, not 39.
So you still attract, but you walked up to her.
I like a mature face.
Okay, so that's what it
Oh,
is.
so you like them to
a
look mature,
face.
not just
like a
be
mature-
mature.
Well, be mature too, for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but
that
it's
too.
about
You
the way.
definitely
It's
be-
not just about the mindset. It's about you like a woman who looks more mature.
Because I feel like I definitely can't go younger for the most part because this generation all messed up in the head. I can't do it. I could do my age too, but I don't know what it is. I just always seem to attract the older ones.
Just like when you see shoulders and they're accidentally athletes.
I bet. Put it this way, right? A 39-year-old woman that's like from down here, she got a lot of work done most of the time.
That is true.
She didn't have like no
is
work
true.
done. That's how you could tell she
I like
off
the
the bat
natural.
she wasn't from here.
True.
Wasn't
true,
caked
true.
up in the club. She wasn't.
She could have been from like anywhere though. They always happen to be from New York.
So you like them a little frumpy.
I'm a little frumpy myself, so
No, I think he likes them natural. I wouldn't say frumpy.
I like them
Yeah,
natural.
yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
It's too much plastic down here.
Yeah, no.
It's cool,
Yeah.
but I can't.
We got his type. What's your type?
Ladies first. What is your type?
Get him,
I asked you
get his
first.
ass.
I
He always,
asked
you
you.
always
Good as
be
a-
What?
deflecting.
So sassy.
Shut up. Yeah.
We should get him flowers.
What's your type, Chris?
I know what you're about to do.
What's your type?
I like all women. I do.
And I think that we should have world peace.
I didn't say that.
That PR
But
answer.
I said I like all
You've been
women.
training, huh?
I learned from you. Yeah.
I said
yeah,
what I like.
yeah.
You say what you like. What you really like.
You tell us.
I like all women.
Tell us what
Wait,
you
why
really
you don't
like.
believe me?
Let's have, because he just said what color.
Deb, what he really
I
like.
like all women. And you got the phone out.
Sure.
Over there. So what's your type?
5 women lined up. Which one you picking?
All of them.
Well,
Shoulders?
shoulders. We determined that in the beginning. I like an urban man for sure. We got to like look good
dressing?
together. In and energy too.
Urban energy. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
She don't like a country boy that can pick hay and
Oh, okay.
A Bama boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
he's driving his
I'm
Ford
from the Northeast.
F-150.
Okay.
And we gotta look good together. Like if my Jordans cost more than your entire outfit, then
Oh, shit.
it's a problem.
So you like black men?
Just because Chris didn't want to play this game, we could say that.
Okay, explain.
Yo, I didn't want to
Go
say
ahead.
it, but hey, I'm glad
Oh,
you said it.
you didn't want to say
I
it,
didn't
but we
wanna
can't
say it.
say it about you.
I
But
didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
The one thing
So-
about them tables.
I didn't
when,
want to say
when
it.
they be turning.
I didn't want to say
So
it.
it's not to say that I don't date white boys. I do.
But you don't.
It's got to be a certain kind
you
of white boy,
don't.
and he is not a Boston white boy. That is for sure.
So he has to be a white boy.
Tattoo.
That's
Who
seasoned.
appropriates black culture.
So basically,
Pretty much.
black people.
Right? Tattoos. He wears Jordans.
A big thing for me is if y'all don't vibe to the same music, what the fuck are you gonna listen to in the car? And
Music
that's
is big for me.
And that, yeah,
What
like
you mean?
that's big.
You could put each other on.
Not like, yeah, but you gotta like kind of like the same music.
Why are you so
But
close,
he
dog?
does like country music still. He just misses back home a little bit. He's got a buzz cut. He's wearing his Jordans. He's tatted up.
He is not listening to
He's
country
got the
music
shoulders.
then.
How you know?
Because they say like Florida is either like hood or country.
Mm-hmm.
I've met some guys out here that like have a little bit more of that country, and I appreciate that. I like a man who can,
Build me a house.
yeah, build me a house, like kill me an animal, skin that shit,
Blue
cook that
shutters.
shit. Sure.
All right, Karima, it's your turn.
Usually older than me.
She's being honest. I like it.
Yeah. Intelligent.
How
cool,
much
calm,
older?
collected. Why would you do that?
She like a little sugar daddy.
Damn.
No, it's not a sugar daddy thing. It's just like
10 years?
How old we
20
talking?
years?
I tend to date guys that are like in their 40s. Yeah, I usually date guys like in their 40s, and they're, I don't know. I like guys that have a lot to talk about and like give to conversations and stuff like that. So usually, like, I like guys with a passion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cut the BS.
I don't have
Physical.
a physical type. I really don't.
Yes, you do.
I've dated fat
Yes,
guys,
you
skinny
do.
guys.
So every guy that's 40 meets the criteria.
He's gotta have a
what,
bag.
what were we talking about?
Nah,
Come on.
he's got to have a bag. He's got to have a bag.
Have a
You did
bag?
say you like a
have
boat.
a bag or bag?
Bag.
Oh, okay,
She
okay.
said she liked the boats. She said she liked the boats.
Oh, I ain't pick up on
It's all
that.
coming
I know.
together.
Y'all are slow. Y'all are slow, so I'm going to help
Yeah,
you.
we're not listening to
I
that.
don't
Yo.
know why everyone assumes this.
She said it. We're not assuming.
Usually, older guys just seem to be more established in their lives. So that's just the thing.
What do you
Okay,
look like,
okay.
though? So
I like
5
it,
men laid out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Physical. Which one you
They're
picking?
all 40.
They all 40.
Right.
God, I'll say that I'll
It varies.
co-sign that. It varies for
White,
her.
black, one Hispanic in there.
We got one.
We got one.
We got one.
There's 5 girls lined up. Which one do you choose? I want all of them.
Yeah, because I
You know
like
we're not
all
done until we get
women.
your answer.
Yeah.
I like all women.
Do you have a woman that you've like in a percentile?
I'll give a type if you
What's
give
your
a type.
highest percentile? I'll give you my highest percentile. Mostly, I mostly date black guys,
Okay.
older black men, but I have dated older white men. But that's the only
40
thing that
with
makes
a
them. That's
bag.
the only thing that connects them. They're all so.
So are you
different.
connected to the money?
Damn.
No, because I'm not really. No, I'm
No.
more like if we talking and we're trying to establish. Listen, we're talking and you're older and we trying to establish like a life together. You got to have your shit together. I'm not sitting here being your young hot tenderoni on the 50-50 shit.
I think she's attracted to the comfortability that comes.
Stability that
comes with
the
a man at that point in his
masculinity.
life.
Yeah, I'm interested in like just the conversation. I really am mentally stimulated. I love to just like.
All right. We're going to finish with y'all. Anything you want to promote, put out there?
I was in a short film recently that's coming out soon called The Therapist by the lovely writer Fedline Jerome.
Where can we find that?
We can find that when it comes out.
All right. Say less.
It's coming out very soon.
Keep us tuned.
No, yeah.
If
Plug it in, plug it in.
after
Yeah.
this interview you're interested in talking to me and hearing what I have to say, you can also follow me at Elite Creatives Management on Instagram and tap in there.
I'm going to end on a positive note. If you're watching this, hug your girl, hug your man, hug your mama, hug your daddy, hug your pets. Tell them you love them just because you can. We get out of here. You can, wait. I got to say this again. Because you can find us on all platforms, Instagram,
Yes.
YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter,
Okay.
Snapchat. We on Snapchat. We don't use Snapchat, but follow us anyway just because we on there. Appreciate y'all. We getting out of here. Peace.